suspended weight transfer, not suspended weight transfer.
Okay.
So I believe your suspended weight transfer would increase your soft movement rate.
Your what, sorry?
Your suspended weight transfer would increase your soft movement rate. Your non-suspended weight transfer.
Okay, yeah. So you didn't answer the question. With softer spring, is the rear of the car going up more or less?
The rear suspended mass, yes.
Okay, how did you come with that question?
So you have the same weight transfer. Yeah. So you're going to have, effectively, you're going to have less pitch spins because of your softer rear.
Right?
And that's going to be rear race.
I buy it, okay. Well, we decided not to this year.
I think we've gotten them out. We've been at the track about 3 hours, about seat time, so let's say 2 hours or so.
Where are you guys based? Sorry.
North Carolina.
Oh yeah, of course. So you have decent weather that's like north of Canada.
Hasn't been too bad.
So how many miles did you do in there? You did a lot there. You have that acquisition on the car? Why not?
It's expensive. We also did that. It's expensive.
This is the richest country in the world. You have no team of Formula say from China and Iran coming. Do you know that? In Europe they have Iranian team coming, Indian teams coming. These people will show you that it's not expensive for them. This is the richest country in the world. Wake up, guys. You can find money is there. If it's expensive, then find them or find people paying for you. But it's possible. Data acquisition, it's possible. Look at Cornell. They do the data acquisition and the ECU themselves.
We actually tried that last year.
Okay. And okay.
The board was wrong.
Okay. Excuse me. Cool. Doesn't have anti-dive. Okay, and so did you measure at least your tire temperature, but in the pits?
Yeah.
Yeah, no infrared temperature sensor.
So we did it kind of.
Do you see Helsinki? They have infrared on their car.
All three,
they have 12. Normally you need 13, but
really? What's the 13?
Look at the ground temperature. So you have no idea of your roll frequency or your pitch frequency. You said that the actual stiffness distribution was like 52, if I remember?
50, yeah.
Okay. 52. Out of this 52 on the front, which one is doing the biggest job? The anti-roll bar or the spring?
The spring. I think it's about, if I remember correctly, around 65 to 70% of it.
Can you tell me about your Ackerman?
Sure. So like I was saying, we have that dynamic toe-out progression. How I developed this was I looked at tire testing and effectively looked at that and what we'd want for kinematic steering angles. So what steering angles we'd want to keep equal slip angles. So then from there we looked at the load data, things like that, and came up with this progression.
So basically, when you steer the outside wheel with 15 degrees, you would like the inside wheel to steer with 16 something.
Yeah.
But that you have the best grip at 13 degrees of slip angle, that's what you told me, 12, 13?
Well, that's what the data is saying. So the key issue with the data maybe is that...
that means that, look, roughly, okay, do you agree with me that the slip angle, if you had a slip angle sensor, alright, and you would put it at the rear of your car, when you have I know there is a difference in the radius between the inside wheel, the middle of the car, and the outside wheel, alright, but do you agree that if the toe is 0, the slip angle of the chassis and the slip angle of the two tires is 6, okay? So you are telling me that on the skid pad, your rear slip angle will be 13 degrees to get the maximum grip?
Well, they are biased for it. I can't do that.
13 degree. I mean, you are hard rally car. You know, I mean, just.
So I guess going back to that point, I think the issue with the TTC data may be the surface they ran it on. We're getting coefficient of friction from the road.
That's possible.
So we need to scale everything.
And then it helps you, and then it is helping you to say, well, at least at the TTC, the front and the rear tire have been tested on the same band, and so there is a relative, a good relativity between the front and the rear that you can count on in terms of the balance of the car. But the grip totally.
I don't think we can. And they've been working to change it for the most recent tests.
Really?
Yeah. That they basically they saw the first test and saw coefficient of friction of 3, at least 5 meters.
Yeah, I wish, because you would have a better tire than the Formula 1 in that case.
Exactly, yeah.
Coefficient of friction of Formula 1 tires, now they are approaching 2. Did I tell you the story of Michelin? They had a tire testing machine which was not able to produce enough vertical load because Formula 1 they created like 2 years ago. So they ended up testing at the time the tire testing machine for aircraft, which was okay. Yeah, but on an aircraft you produce 0.1, 0.2 G of lateral G, just enough lateral force to guide on the taxiway. So what they did now, they put some steering to create some slip angle. They generate so much lateral force that the steel band thrown away on the other side of the shop. And they were lucky that nobody was in the trajectory. It would have killed people. What did you test that on?
Rotary dynamometer. It was actually with UNC Charlotte.
Okay.
So two things we found quickly is you have to do. One thing is I kind of want to look at the relative hysteresis between the two. So these are relatively similar manufacturers. And if you look at the KM3 areas, they have significantly higher hysteresis.
No.
No?
I'm going to say no. I'm kidding you. Look at that.
So that was one issue with this. The other issue is in a comparison. This is a compression suite for the EV1. This is the ST44, and we did simulations and testing. We just cannot get the compression ratio, compression damping that we want. What we'd have to do is we have to change our motion ratio significantly, exacerbating a problem like that.
And then you have to recalculate your springs.
Exactly. So,
okay, that's sweet.
This is, if you want to talk about that, we've got Ivan over here. Hey, Ivan, just interested in your brake bias consistency.
Alright, so what is the modulus of elasticity in compression of your brake material?
I would say, I think we measured it to be about 0.002 inch per 2,000 pounds.
And so did you calculate how much more trouble that makes at the brake pedal?
Right.
It's not negligible.
Right. I calculated basically the piston travel, the pad travel, and I think the compression of the fluid based on both modules.
Excellent. I wish I could speak with you more. I have to go.
All right.
It's like the shrink. Your time is up.
Do you think that we would have better performance if we just widen this out?
All that I'm saying is, it typically center entry, small plenum is not committing.
Okay.
You need to help guide the flow. Swooping is good.
And again, how bad is the extra volume going to hurt your drivability? I mean, that's one of those things you need to play with. And the other thing, and look in the simulation and side entry too. A lot of people get nervous about that. But if you do the plenum volume right, that's actually really a pretty good way to do it.
Okay. Log maintenance out there.
Yeah, the side entry log is hard to beat.
All right.
Thanks. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Good luck. Thanks a lot.
Of that activity. He's like, why not?
And then he goes. These like kids from Saudi Arabia or Iran.